Assalamu alaikum everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep, yes, we can.
Okay, thank you, sir. Very good evening, everyone present here. Ladies and gentlemen, on the behalf of Developer Student Club, I, Shane Fatima, extend a very warm welcome to all of you in the virtual event that is based on a Become a Silicon Valley Engineer. First of all, I would like to thank all of you taking time out of your busy schedules and making this event spectacular with your glorious presence. I will start by giving a short introduction about the DSC. As we know that the Google Developer Student Club are the community groups for college and university students interested in Google Developer technologies. DSC has always been involved in arranging workshops and events that help students grow their knowledge in peer-to-peer learning environment and build solutions for local businesses and their community. Previously, we have arranged several events, but today we are here to collaborate with DevNation to present a one-day event on Become a Silicon Valley Engineer. If you give me a short time, I have Azan on my side. I will continue like after 2 minutes. I hope so.
Okay, no problem.
That sounds great.
Okay. Well, I was telling you about the DevNation. We have Mr. Muddassar Bashir with Muddassar Sharif. Sorry, sir. We have Mr. Muddassar Sharif, who is a CEO and co-founder at DevNation. Previously, Mr. Muddassar have worked at Nvidia and Labbrand. The event we will cover your journey to Silicon Valley and DevNation. DevNation is an online tech accelerator for the top 5 software developers in Pakistan. They take out students all the relevant skills needed to be successful for the software engineer and launch the amazing tech products. Simultaneously, they ensure the students are ready for the job market and provide them the referrals to the best job opportunities in the software industry across the globe, especially the Silicon Valley and the Middle East North Africa regions. Students in DevNation spend 4 to 5 hours daily attending live lectures and practicing their skills through extensive coding labs. They provide their students access to 50 plus working professionals from top universities, companies including Facebook and Nvidia, and Google, who act as a guest lecturers and career coaches. I would like Mr. Muddassar to please begin the session, and over to you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome, sir.
अच्छा, आपको मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है?
जी सर,
Yes, sir, दिख रही है.
Perfect. Okay, I will start now. So like if you are a developer and if you love programming and you want to apply for a job in the future, right, maybe after a year or so, then you are all at the right place, because this webinar is all about how you can become a Silicon Valley caliber developer and land a high paying job. So I'm Muddassar. I'm on the mission to help Pakistani developers become Silicon Valley caliber developers. I have a degree in data science from NYU. Previously, I have worked as an AI engineer at Labbrand and Nvidia Inception. And now I'm also a co-founder of 2 startups, ExplainX and DevNation. So ExplainX helps ML engineers build fair and unbiased models, and DevNation is helping Pakistani developers unleash their potential. So what can we expect to learn today? Number one, so before you start applying for the jobs, you need to understand that the tech landscape in the entire world has changed dramatically in the last 1 year. Number two, We will learn why developers in Pakistan have to settle for a lower paying job, even though they have some hard skills. Lastly, we'll talk about what can you do as a developer to improve your skill set, gain hard skills, soft skills, and then become enough to land a high paying job. So yeah, before pandemic, it was all about location and location. So if you want to work for a company in Silicon Valley before, then you need to be physically present in Silicon Valley. Similarly, if you are based in Lahore, then you only have access to companies in Lahore, and there is no way you can work for a company in Karachi or in Islamabad while you are in Lahore. There was no way before. But now, after pandemic, the entire landscape has changed dramatically. So more than 50% of tech companies who are remote right now plan to stay remote even after COVID, which means what? Work from home is the new norm now and is here to stay. And tech companies are now open to hiring developers based in other countries. This also means that now you have access to so many job opportunities that you did not have access to before. And this is something that was unimaginable a few years ago. But on the flip side, getting a job has also become more competitive because now you not only have to compete with developers in your city or in your country, but also with developers all around the world for a job. And the best developer is always going to win. Right now, all the remote jobs coming out of Silicon Valley are going to India because developers in India have really good hard skills and soft skills. They know how to communicate and all the skill set, which we'll talk about later on. So if you are not the best, then you would have to settle for a low paying job, despite so many different jobs opportunities. And the chances of that are pretty high if you are a developer who don't have a strong grasp of fundamentals of programming, which means you don't know algorithms and you don't know data structures, which are really, really important because every company wants to hire a developer who can write a code that is, number one, time optimized, memory optimized, and CPU optimized. And developers in Pakistan, especially, I've seen have a really, really hard time with that. They can write a code, but not the code that is optimized or clean enough to fulfill the requirements of these companies. And that is why they are not even able to clear technical interviews for companies based out of Silicon Valley. And the other thing that every developer now needs, it's a must-have, is a portfolio. And if you don't have a portfolio, then you might have to settle for a lower paying job because every employer now wants to see the projects that you have worked on. And the portfolio is the chance for you to showcase that you have experience building projects and you will do an amazing job if you are given a chance in their company. So if you don't have one in case, this gives a really bad signal and your chances of getting employed by a good company becomes really low. And here are some examples of portfolios which I have found online. It's pretty straightforward. A portfolio just has a small description of who you are as a person, right? Your skill set, and the most importantly, it has links to all different I would say web apps or mobile apps that you have built so far. It should also have some description, for example, how you were able to build this, these steps you took, right? The more details you have in your portfolio is always the better. And the other portfolio I found online, which is really, really good, is this one. Same concept. It's pretty straightforward, but developers don't have in Pakistan because it's not taught, or I would say, in universities. But the concept behind is the same. You need to present all different projects you have worked on at university or in your free time or for different clients, right? And this is what will make a huge difference when you apply for a remote job in Silicon Valley. So moving on. So many developers don't even get an interview call, because when you apply for a job, you have to understand that the first thing that every employer or HR department will do is they will go online and check your profiles. They will go to your GitHub and see how active you are. So if you are not that active on GitHub, this also sends a very bad signal that you are not so proactive. Plus, don't forget that if you want to apply for a remote job abroad, then you are competing against top developers around the world. And they are active on GitHub and they are active on Stack Overflow. And so if you lack the online presence, then this is another reason that why you won't be able to even get an interview job call and won't be able to qualify for a job that is coming out from Silicon Valley companies. And like you might have really good hard skills, like different frameworks, data structures, algorithms, and you might have a portfolio, right? And you might have online presence on GitHub and also on Stack Overflow, on Medium, right? But that also doesn't guarantee you a job, because it's really, really important to emphasize this, that every company has a unique culture, and companies want to hire developers that are culturally fit. It's really, really important to emphasize this once again. And because they want to hire developers with really, really strong soft skills. They want to hire developers who can become leaders in their companies. They want to hire developers who can communicate easily, they can collaborate easily, they know how team dynamics work, they can present their ideas. So if you don't have these soft skills, then you might struggle to get a job, even though you might have really, really strong hard skills. So you need to get out of your comfort zone and gain these soft skills. And also, once again, so if there are two candidates applying for a job in every company, so every company would want to prefer to hire someone who believes in their mission. So before you even apply for the job, you have to do your research on what the company stands for, what their mission is, and how you can collaborate, how you can contribute in their companies towards their mission. It's really, really important. And lastly, developers in Pakistan might not even get a job or have to go for a lower paying job because they fail to understand the importance of connections. Because most of the hiring in the world is done through connections. And so, for example, if you know someone who is working remotely for a company in Silicon Valley, then you have a really, really hard chance of getting a job there, because they can always give you a referral. And around 75% of the jobs are fulfilled by connections or referrals. So you need to do something about that. Like meet your seniors who are working in companies in Pakistan and abroad, right? Make good connections with them, because those are going to come handy when you will enter the industry, because they can always give you a referral. And that is the most easiest way I have found so far to find a job in a company in Pakistan or abroad. So given all these things, what can you do as a developer to stand out, and how can you become a Silicon Valley developer? I would say start with your programming fundamentals, because without that, you won't be able to stand anywhere. Means you have to improve your data structures and algorithms, because every company you will apply for a job is going to test you on that. They will send you questionnaire, or I would say they will have your online interviews where they will give you questions and they will expect you to write an answer that is optimized in terms of memory, CPU, and time. So it's really, really important that you do some practice on that. Some people have the idea of linked lists and all the other things which are in data structures, and also they have the idea of different types of sorting algorithms. But it's really, really important to learn how you can apply these skills in real world, right? And to apply these skills, the one thing you can do is do as much practice as you can. And the best tool I have found so far for that is HackerRank. And HackerRank has sections online where they have questions out there. You can just like go online, right, and then start practicing. And hopefully, in the end, you will be able to learn the skill set that you need to clear the interviews, and also show your employers that you have what it needs, what it takes to get a job there in those companies. Yeah, and secondly, you need to start building your portfolio today. You can't delay that, because you are not gonna impress your employers without a portfolio, because resumes are now old school. Resumes alone won't work, and now companies don't even look for resumes, because they will just go online on your LinkedIn profile, and that is your resume, right? Because, and the other thing they will look for always is a portfolio, which I'm pretty sure it's not really easy to build, especially now since you are still in college. But you have to do something about it, because the competition is really, really high, and employers always prefer to hire developers with a bit of experience, right? So now, अगर आप जाएं जॉब के लिए and then you say that कि मैंने अभी graduate किया है and I need some time to gain experience, that does not apply anymore, because now companies don't even look for GPAs anymore. They don't care about your degrees anymore. If you have the skill set, and if you can showcase to them that you have some experience, then they will give you a job offer for sure, even though you are a senior or junior in your college. It does not matter. So portfolio, so build your portfolio from today. So, and soft skills, they are really, really important. So how you can improve your soft skills? Soft skills are not that easy to learn. So you need to find mentors or people who have really strong soft skills and who are willing to work closely with you and help you on your soft skills. And if you are looking to learn how to collaborate with people, how to improve your skills of presentation, I would say you can try to attend hackathons, because they provide you with the environment where you can collaborate with people, learn how to work as a team. This might help. And the other thing that you need for sure is patience, because there's no way you can improve your skills of presentation, of communication overnight. These things take time, but these are really, really important skills, especially if you want to apply for a job, remote job in a company based out of Silicon Valley. So in short, you need fundamentals of programming, you need data structures, you need algorithms, you need a portfolio, you need to have an online presence on GitHub, Stack Overflow, you need strong soft skills, right? You also need connections in Pakistan and abroad, right? And all these things are really, really hard to achieve, but on the bright side, this profession of development, I would say, pays more than any other profession in Pakistan. So if you can master all these things that I've mentioned before, then you have a really, really high chance of earning more than what like any other profession in Pakistan has to offer. So what can you do to achieve all these things? So to help developers with that, we have launched DevNation. and it's for developers who are willing to learn and become the best. And DevNation is an online elite technical skills acceleration program that can help developers become Silicon Valley caliber developers. The program is divided into 4 core modules. Number 1 is programming fundamentals and full stack development, where you will learn React.js and Django, these 2 frameworks. The other core module is projects, freelancing career and portfolio building and online presence building. The number 3 is career development and connections with startups and professionals around the world and also in Pakistan. Lastly, the core module is our program where we connect you with mentors around the world and experts who can help you improve your soft skills and advance your career. And to polish your fundamentals of programming, the program is 4 months long, and there are 3 main components. Number 1 is focused more on, I would say, fundamentals of web and programming, where you will learn data structures and algorithms, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The other core module is React.js for front-end development, where you will build 10 to 15 different projects, which you can add in your portfolio. The number 3 core module is backend development with Django. The reason we have chosen Django and React.js is because these 2 frameworks are really popular in the industry, and the chances of you to get a job with these frameworks is higher than any other frameworks. And the only way to learn is by building projects. There's no way that if you can just focus on learning theory, you won't be able to retain these skills. So that is why the core focus of the program is on building projects from day 1. You will build web applications such as Netflix, Amazon, Twitter, and Facebook, right? You will learn how to build the front end of these applications and how to build the back end of these applications. And also, like, once you have 2 to 3 web applications in your portfolio, by the 3rd month of the program, I will also help you kickstart your freelancing career, because the starting can be really, really rough, because you will have empty profiles with no rating or no reviews. So starting as a freelancer can be tough, but we will have professionals coming up helping you out, build your portfolios and also build your profiles and land some clients even before graduation, because that is the main goal, to help you start earning while you are still in college and helping you land a job if you have already graduated. So lastly, once you have strong hard and soft skills, we'll connect you with our partner companies in Pakistan and abroad. We will also be happy to give you referrals and help you land a high-paying job. So on our faculty, we have people from Facebook, Google, PwC, Nvidia. So I am from Nvidia and Labbrand, and there are other people coming up who are from Facebook and Google, and they're all Pakistanis, and they all want to give back to our country, Pakistan, and they're all willing to help you out in any capacity they can, because they want you all to succeed and become really good developers and compete in the market with Indian developers and also developers from Africa, because all the jobs, remote jobs that are coming right now from these countries are going to India and Africa. And we think Pakistanis have the potential, but they have to work on their hard and soft skills. And we are here to help them with that. And moving on, yeah, the pricing of the program, it's not too much. Like, there's 2 options. Number 1, if you have the money in your bank account, then you can just pay us every month in installments. but we understand that not everyone can afford to pay. So there is also another option, that is to study now and pay later. And you can pay us after the program when you will have the right and soft and hard skills, when you will have right connections, when you will have uh, a job that pays you more than 40,000, then you can pay us back in small installments, right? So it's a low risk option for those Pakistanis who have the skill set, who wants to learn these skill set, who have the potential, but they can't afford to pay us anything. So yeah, that is what we have right now. And to apply for the program, you have to just go online on the website, the DevNation.com. The process is pretty straightforward. There is a form right now. If you click on apply now, a form that will just ask for your basic information, and it will ask how much you know right now as a programmer, right? Where you stand right now, and then we'll call you for the interview, and based on your interview, we'll decide if you have the potential to learn hard and soft skills, and then if we can help you advance your careers in tech. So this concludes my webinar, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you might have right now for me. So go for it. It's your chance to ask questions now.
Assalamu alaikum, Muddassar. So I have a question. So what if you are already well versed in these technologies? So for those who have who know about, for example, full stack development, they have made some projects, they have good profiles. So what is the whole program has to offer to them?
So like, yeah, for them, the program will be, I would say, building more projects to, I would say, make your portfolios even better. That is one thing. The other thing is, like, people in Pakistan, even though they have skill set, they know how to code in React.js, they know how to code in Django, but they have really, I would say, weak fundamentals of programming, right? They don't know different algorithms and data structures. And I feel like even though you have the skill set, but revising and focusing on these fundamentals will be really good for you as well. It will for sure add value, help you improve your fundamentals for sure. And plus, the other thing that you can expect to learn is we can help you start a freelancing career, right? We can help you with your profiles on Fiverr. We have people who will teach you how to land different projects, right? And then start your career as a freelancer. And the other thing that you can expect to learn from the program is connections. We will help you build connections with developers and professionals in Pakistan and abroad. And these connections is going to help you out land a remote job in a company in Silicon Valley if you want to, or a job in Pakistan if you prefer to stay in Pakistan and have a job here. So even though you might have skill set, but there's more to this program. There's soft skills, there are connections, there's portfolio building, and then there is the profile freelancing career.
All right. Thanks for answering.
Hi, Muddassar. I wanted to ask something. May I?
Absolutely, go for it.
Thank you. I have 2 points. The first point is that the DevNation, is it going to be free course for the students, or like you're going to charge some dues as well?
Okay, yeah,
Right.
it's not free course, but you have the option to either pay upfront or pay in installments, right? And if you do so, then in that case, the program fees is only 50,000, which you will pay in installments every month, right? That is the option number one. But if you can't afford to pay us anything, then you will go for the option number 2, where you will study, graduate from the program, and once you start earning after you graduate, then you will pay us back in small installments every month. So it's not free, but we have an option where you don't have to pay us anything upfront or during the program, and then you will only pay us once you graduate and start earning.
All right, that's great. And my second point, which I wanted to ask you, is that what is the platform basically from where these top companies are going to hiring the resources as such, like work from home or something like that? Like what platforms are they using? Are they using Fiverr or something like Upwork, or is that something specific which we should, like any student should follow to, you can say, secure some job in a Silicon Valley based company?
So like right now, like we have, so I'm not sure about the platforms where you can find these jobs, but I can ensure you that we have right now more than 40 companies based out of Silicon Valley, right? And we have a partnership with them. So we will help them hire from Pakistan. So we can use those partnerships to help students in our program land a job in California or in UAE or more job.
So it would be more likely like it would be a kind of reference based, as you have mentioned that most of the Pakistanis are with you from different companies, so they would be referring to their companies, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we have right now connections in those companies, so we can leverage those connections to help you land a job there in those companies. So
All right, sure. Thank you, Muddassar. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Muddassar. Great presentation and great idea. Everything, this is just a great initiative. I just wanted to ask something because we are we are undergrad students, and we have quite tight schedules with our university. So, how can we ensure that we will be able to keep up with this program? Is there a schedule on the website? Are you providing that right now?
yeah, so like we understand that people who join our program are either studying or they have full-time jobs in the morning. So the timing of the program is in the evening. So it's from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for every day. So I think people are free in this time, so they can manage really easily. Plus, if you won't have any assignments, you will just do your coding or programming during these 4 hours. So it means that you have the rest of the day to focus on your education, or do your homework assignments from university, or work at your job if you have any.
Got it. Thank you.
And right now, like people like who are enrolled in the program, they are students and they are easily able to manage. Uh, they can easily manage like doing our program along with their education at university. So you will be fine if you choose to like join the program.
Do we have any more queries from the participants?
Recording. I want the recording for this the webinar. Where can I find the recording from?
Yeah, it's also live on Facebook, and you will get the recording on YouTube as well. So don't worry about that. You'll get the recording soon. I think that's all. I guess there are no more queries from the participants. Well, thank you so much, sir, for your time. I hope this session will be very helpful for the students who were attending this. And we would like to see you again for such kind of sessions. And I would like to thank.
Absolutely.
I would like to also thank our lead and the collaborators of DSC, that's Tax Pakistan and Global AI Hub, and the whole team DSC that have made this happen during this time and pandemic situation. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
I have a question.
Sure, you can
In
have.
which platform it is teaching? Like, is it online classes or on campus?
Yeah, it's all online. I will use Zoom for the classes because right now we have participants from all over Pakistan, from Multan, from Peshawar, from Karachi. So it's all online on Zoom.
Okay, and how long is the program?
It's 4 months long, and it's 6 days a week and 4 hours every single day from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You have any more questions, anyone? If not, then we can wrap up this webinar. It was great seeing everyone here. And if you need my help, go online, search my name, connect with me on LinkedIn, or shoot me an email on my email, that is muddassar@thedevnation.com. I will also drop it in the chat. So if you have any more questions, just email me or connect me on LinkedIn, and I will be happy to answer all your questions.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Okay then. Allah Hafiz, everyone.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.